sticks and finger control.
Challenging tempo to play this exercise. It's probably easier to play it faster when you can kind of let the sticks bounce a little bit. This is tricky, so if you can manage to control the sticks, whether it's accent or taps, and keep the rhythm steady and consistent at a tempo like that, it's going to pay off when you go to play it faster. Okay, so just make sure you guys are working this at this type of tempo, and I'd recommend using a Met too. Use a Met for something like this. You know, maybe in fife and drum or in any type of performing music, you're not using the Met a lot of times. But if you're working something technical like this, it's good because it holds you accountable. You know, you can hear yourself slowing down the left hands, and you can hear yourself wanting to rush through something, right? So I highly recommend that if that's not something you're already doing. Okay, let's try all paradiddle jam. brains coming out of your ears yet? A little bit? No?
A little bit.
All right. Let's put them down for a sec. Put them down, stretch out.
And he's like, what? That's all right. No reason to stop.
So hopefully everybody got a copy of Backstick Endurance. Did everybody get a copy of that? Yeah. If you don't have one, you get one up here. How many of you guys worked on backsticking with Mark earlier? A lot of us. All right, so we're going to skip that one for today, but it's a good one to have. Just keep it in your notebook. Okay. Yeah, we'll finish with that. I want to do round up here.
Okay.
So I'll play some of that backstick endurance. It's really just it's about trying to build consistency with your backsticking technique. I'm not sure how the rest of it goes. I haven't played that one in a while. But
And what'll help y'all who are working on backsticking, I think, as a bass drummer who sometimes plays snare drummer, is locking down those doubles. Once those doubles, that space in there is easy.
yeah, the low lefts, you know. And if you notice, that's kind of what we just played. Right? You could backstick that. You could backstick that parallel jam. It's working on a lot of the same skills.
Because if you're having to stress about those doubles, especially in the left hand, makes getting that right hand over much more complicated. Makes sense? That the easier the non-moving hand feels for you, the more easily you'll be able to facilitate the motion of that right hand.
Everybody know, well, I'll tell you what we call that particular sticking. Does everybody have a name for that maybe I'm not familiar with? I call them a puttada. Right, puttada is what you got, most people call it. So you could take a puttada, like we have the threes, for example. Instead of playing just threes, you could play puttadas in there. Mix up any of those stickings. So hopefully you guys are kind of experimenting with some of that in your practice. So that's why I'm giving you some of this lid. This is stuff we used to work on, and we're always trying to come up with some kind of crazy combination to something so that, you know, if we practice something that's harder than what we're used to when we go to play a solo or a cadence, it's easy, right? So we're always trying to challenge our brains and challenge our hands, and we'll come in and Mike will say, hey man, check out this pattern, and like let's try to play this. You're like, man, it's crazy. And then once you figure it out, it gets easy. So I just encourage you all to challenge yourself. You know, put yourself out of your comfort zone in your practice. If you just work on what you're comfortable with, it's not going to push you anywhere, right? So get out. You know, make sure you're taking lessons and just try some different stuff, try some different styles, and challenge yourselves. Okay. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is called Rudiment Roundup. We don't have music for this. It's just a stock thing we do. We play this a lot, and we play it for fun a lot of times, but we also play it just to warm up. It's very simple, okay? There's a check. So there's a 4-count check bar. Does everybody know what that means? Right? The check is flam paradiddles. Okay, and then there's one measure of a pattern. So let's just say, for right now, the check is going to be flam paradiddles. The pattern is going to be just rolls. I'm just going to play rolls. So we play this.
And when you roll
understand it works, it's 4, 4, 8, and that's
You're
it.
doing something that's giving you those
And so
break it down.
we have fun with it because we'll say like whoever taps it off
So instead of flam
is
page,
determining what you're going to play. So you tap off. If I tap off rolls like this,
we're gonna play,
right? Or if I tap off flam taps, shaping in, we'll put all kind of different crazy stuff in. So let's try that. Let's try some room around us. Who would be comfortable tapping it off? Be comfortable tapping it off and giving us a pattern?
Chairman's ready to roll. Who else?
You ready? Okay.
Got a few.
Couple. So we'll start.
All right, and now to disclaim, we got a circle group of friendly folks. Don't go like it's not stump the old guard guy time. So
Yeah, the key is like it's got to be playable.
yeah,
So sometimes guys will try something that's like really crazy, and they break when they're tapping it off. If you break when you're tapping it off, disqualified. You can't break when you're on tap off. So it's better just to keep it simple. All right. So a couple examples. You got like rolls. You do sevens. You do random cues.
yeah. I mean, make it cool, but don't give me your craziest lick that I gotta like
No
memorize
grand
in 2 here.
Okay.
Come on.
Chords.
All right, let's give this a shot.
Here we go.
Who's first?
We'll start with me, and we'll start with rolls. Okay. Who's next?
We're gonna go this way.
Raise your hand if you think you can tap it. All right. Connor,
ya.
right? Chandler. Sorry, I knew it was a C. My bad. Chandler.
And then who's
you'll
after
tap
Chandler?
next.
All right.
Kaylee.
Saw a hand up over
Weston.
Weston.
here. Weston.
Okay. So Chandler, Kaylee, Weston.
If I'm the last one, I'll just try, yeah.
All right.
Okay. What's your name?
Colby.
Colby.
All right. So we'll end with Colby over here. I'll start it off with rolls.
Make sure we make it up as we go. Before we go on, it's like we're doing 2, 2, and then a long one. So short, short, long as an overarching. Does that make sense? So. And then a long one.
Oh my God, I can't do it now.
Okay, let's try this. Let's try random cues. Okay, so that's rhythmic roundup. We also have, we're out of time. We have ancient rule exercise. Okay, that's another one we play a lot. I'll play it for you if you want to read along. Alright, we usually play it twice through, but there's that. Okay, that's a good one. That's a chop buster too, man. You start playing that, get the half lefts in there. Okay. Does anybody, before we break, does anybody have any questions for us?
Thoughts in the room? Anybody have anything?
Is this like a lot different than stuff you guys work on normally? Is it pretty similar? Some, maybe a mix of both, hopefully. All right, well, cool. So you guys have, I think, an hour for snack. Just a heads up, if you have to change into your uniform, please do it at the restrooms over at C Hall, okay?